Back here inside the Premier Center, Buff City Soap pregame show, getting ready this afternoon for an afternoon tilt between the Stampede and the Tri-City Storm. Thank you for making us part of your Sunday afternoon here as the Stampede. This is their final home game in a month. The Herd with the opportunity to go on the road here for 4 straight weeks. The next time they're home is November 26th. That'll be Thanksgiving Eve. And the Herd will be home here for a 3 games in 4 days right around Thanksgiving. But in between all that, we've got 8 straight road games, coming up. So puts a little bit more pressure, I think, here tonight. You're off to one of the best starts in franchise history. You want to keep that rolling, right? And you want to give yourself a little bit of breathing room when you go on the road. And another win here today would certainly do that. If you're Tri-City, they're looking for a little bit of revenge, and they're looking, as Coach Crothers said, they got really nothing to lose, right? Nobody expecting them. They're playing 3 games in 3 days. The cards are stacked against you, but they come out here, they get off to a good start, put the pressure on the home team. So we'll see what happens here this afternoon for a fun game between the Herd and the Storm. And as I mentioned before we went into the coaches interview, these two teams only 4 meetings all season, so it makes it that much more important too. This is the last time Tri-City will visit here, and these two teams won't meet again until March. The March 6th and 7th, I believe it is, they will head to Kearney to take on Tri-City, so a big gap in between matchups here, which I think always you want to win the season series. You want to get points when you can. Makes it an important one here again tonight. Let's get our starting lineups tonight, and for that we go downstairs with public address announcer Randy Preston.
Sioux Stampede! Starting on defense from Bemidji, Minnesota, number 23, Noah Manasseh. On defense from Lafayette, New York, number 22, Wade Weil. At left wing from Champlin, Minnesota, number 2, Brent Solomon. At right wing from Collegeville, Pennsylvania, number 13, Joey Macrina. Center from Wisconsin, New York, number 24, Logan Rankowski. And in goal tonight for the Herd, from Ogra, Latvia, number 88, Leonard Feldberg. The Stampede's general manager is Tony Gasparini. Head coach is Ryan Crothers. The associate head coach is Brandon Wildung. And the assistant coaches are Ryan Black, Trevor Kleckner, and Nick Grosso. Athletic trainer is Jordan Witzel. And the equipment manager is Chad Ray. Now fans.
So there you go, your starting lineups for tonight's matchup between the Herd and the Tri-City Storm. We're happy to have you along here. Should be a fun one this afternoon, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. It should be a fun contest here today between Sioux Falls and Tri-City. The Herd looking to keep the win streak going. Well, Tri-City looking to pick up a big 2 points on the road and move closer to the Herd in the standings. We'll take our final break here of the Buff City Soap pregame show. When we come back, we'll drop the puck. It's the Herd and the Storm, and it's live right here on your home for the Herd. Keller News Talk 1320 107.9. Ready to go here in Sioux Falls. It's the Stampede and the Tri-City Storm. Jim Olander here with you. Jason March. He's back inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. Herd wearing their white unis tonight with a navy blue, gold, and baby blue trim. Here we go. Face-off won by the Storm. And Stampede Hockey is on the air as the Storm will send it ahead all the way down, went off a stick, so there'll be no icing. Tri-City wearing their black uniforms tonight with a purple and white trim. Off the wall here, left wing side for the Storm. Smith sends it into the slot, knocked away by Sioux Falls, and here comes Logan Rinkowski out of the zone. Ahead to Macrina. Macrina over the line. He had the big empty netter to seal it last night. Sends it back behind the Storm goal. It's picked up there by Cade Kozak, and he'll bring it out of the zone. Loading to center. Look out, the puck deflects into the Stampede bench. And on a play, it gives us a chance to look at our goaltending matchups, brought to you by our friends from Bode Associates and Auto Owners Insurance. For all your insurance needs, visit Bode Associates today at bowenassociates.com, your local independent auto owners insurance agency. For the Herd, once again, it's Lienard's Feldbergs. Feldbergs now 6-1-1 on the season with a 2.21 goals against and a 912 save percentage. The on the other side, the Storm starting Michael Pradel. He just went to the bench here and is in the bench on the bench. So now Owen Nelson is in between the pipes. So that is odd, but he comes off after one shift. So Owen Nelson in between the pipes for Tri-City. 0-2 on the season with a 4.55 goals against, 8.42 save percentage. Quick shot and a blocker save by Mr. Nelson there as a puck comes out of the zone. Hazardin plays it ahead up the right side. Sioux Falls trying to go the other way with it. McGraw picks it up across center. Feeds it into the right wing wall. McGraw turns it right through the crease, comes off the boards, gets it out to Nazarden. He'll play in the high slot shot, and a glove save is made. 18:26 to go here. Our first Dakota first period. Face off here. Sioux Falls winning it here to the corner. Centering Betzel. Betzel backhand. Rolls away from him. Soller shot and a pad save made. Sioux Falls offensive zone face-off here. Sioux Falls lines look like this tonight. Cooper Soller on the top line with Snyder on the right. Betzel on the left. Montero will center the second line with McGraw on the right. Zoko on the left. Rankowski centering the third line with Macrina on the right. Solomon on the left. Cade Strom centering the fourth line with Holtby on the right. Tebow on the left side. It's played off the glass and out. Back into the Stampede zone. Sorensen back to play it. Bird will play it along the far wall. Big hit by Sorensen. And the puck will be played out to center. Here comes Betzold into the offensive zone. Wide to the left side. Flips it in. Back behind the net. Swings it around to the right wing wall. They'll get it back out. Sorensen towards the net. Shot off the back wall. Bounces in front. Snyder's backhander just goes high and over the net. Now it's played here by the Storm. Through the neutral zone. Ahead they come with it. Into the offensive zone. A wrist shot there. And a save is made as Ozagani getting the shot, and the save was made there with 17:36 to go. Deep pairings tonight. Grimes and Bongo are together. Manasseh and Weil together. And then Sorensen and Nazarden are together here. Juho Kainanen, by the way, out with an injury here tonight. He will not play. He played last night. He is out. So the Herd have 4 injured players out here tonight of the lineup. Face off here, one. Played here to the right wing side. Into the right corner. Sioux Falls trying to get there. The Storm, Michael Pradel is their starting goaltender. He did play both games already this weekend, but odd that he started the game and then came off during the first whistle. I'm not sure. Didn't look like he got hurt. He looks fine on the bench, but nonetheless, the Storm, a different goaltender now. Wraparound trying a save made there by Owen Nelson. And the puck comes out to center. Sioux Falls Grimes with it. Playing it ahead. The Herd wanted to get off to a good start here this afternoon. Herd, surprisingly, if you look at the stats, they've just 3 times this season scored the first goal of the game. So puck played ahead and sent it all the way in. They have not had necessarily the best starts, but it hasn't really affected them this season. Excuse me, 5 times they have scored the first goal of the game. They're 3-2 this year when scoring first. Here's Solomon off the left wing wall, sends it all the way in, back behind the net. Into the right corner here as it's flipped high into the air and out. Macrina trying to knock it down. The Storm will bring it in. Along the left wing side, Jarvis sends behind the net. They'll center, left circle, quick shot high and over the net. Now played off the wall and bouncing there. Pilgrim flips it behind the Stampede net. Storm sent a Pilgrim shot, scores. And the Storm get the first goal of the game. So Tri-City getting one here. 3:59 into the contest, and you talk about the Stampede slow starts, that continues here. And the Storm take advantage. They get the early one. Pilgrim came in the back door. And the face-off here at center ice. So the Herd, well, I just gave the stat. Maybe it's better they do give up the first goal because they seem to do better when they do that. But down 1-0 here, 4 minutes into the hockey game, and Grimes will play it ahead up the left wing wall. Look out, that puck floats into the stands and out of play. Face off back here in the neutral zone. Bird here Going to take the draw. Montero digging for it, won by the Storm. Picked up there by Cash Crawford. Crawford with it. Lays it along the wall here to center, and the Storm send it in off behind the net. Played by Felsbergs. He'll work it around. Left side, Sioux Falls. Zoko trying to tap it ahead. Comes high into the air, and it's bouncing. Knocked down and back here into the neutral zone. Springer gets it over the line. Stop Grimes. Plays it in the Stampede. Will flip it out. Here's Montero. On the left side, goes cross ice. Rolling puck in the slot. Shot high and over the net by Nazardin. Now he'll play behind. Montero comes into the slot for McGraw. Shot kick save is made. Good pressure here by the Herd as it's played along the wall. Zoko knocks it down, trying to keep it in. Has it tied up along the wall, and now it's played off back behind the net. Played by Roloff. He'll swing it along the far wall and flips it all the way down. No icing here as they wave it off. Sioux Falls back with it here, up the left side. Here's Wild. Off the wall, they're ahead, and Snyder gets bumped into the wall hard. As the Herd will do a change, it goes all the way down. 14:45 to go, first period here. Tri-City out to a 1-0 lead. Wade Wild with a big hit along the wall. And it's physical here early in this one. Here's Wild now. He'll get it to the right side to Snyder. Snyder brings it ahead for the Herd, chipping it in. Betzold over the line. Right circle, toe drag, moves to the net, but it rolled off his stick. Into the corner, off the wall. Now Snyder knocks it down. Betzold between the circle, shoots, and a blocker save made. Off the dash it comes, played there behind the goal by Mikulski, and the Storm will get it out. Tri-City ahead. Jensen in over the line, goes around Sorensen. Jensen now puts on the brakes at the wall, tries to play it. Betzold will tip though and gets it out of the zone. Now back out to center. The Storm will backhand it and flip it all the way in. Bongo trying to track it down. Right wing side here, it's banked off the wall. There's Laylin, has it knocked away, and the Storm will get it back out to center. Up the left wing boards and across the line and dumped in. Here's Sioux Falls. Snyder will get it back behind the goal. Storm get it back here, edge of the right circle and into the corner. Tri-City cycling it around. Left side here, Dom's shot and a pad save by Felsbergs, and the Stampede will get it ahead. Tebow across center just dumps it all the way in. Racing after it here, it'll go behind the Tri-City cage. Played off the near wall. Grimes coming to play it, but the Storm will chip it ahead. That's Yernuwine, plays it all the way in. Yernuwine sends it in the slot. Bouncing puck comes into the blue line and kept in the zone. Pilgrim slays it back behind the net. On the left wing side, trying to get to it. Pilgrim had that one batted away. Sioux Falls will get it back. And Tebow plays it across to center. To the neutral zone, Strom just dumps it in. Sticked away along the boards, flip back in here behind the net. Right side of Tebow, centers, it's tipped. Now it'll bounce and it comes out of the zone. Hazardin flips it and sends it back in. Knocked down here by Wise. It's played to the far side. Chipped off the boards here. Sioux Falls trying to get to it. Stampede playing it off the wall. Nazardin has it tied up, but it's played back. Wise has it here for the Storm. They'll play it in front of their own bench and down. Just over 12 minutes to go. Here's a turnover, and Felsbergs has to make a sliding save. He played it off the wall. Smith cut it off and then smartly fired it right on net. But Felsbergs luckily gets back and makes the save. Tri-City looking good here early. They lead 1-0. We're back in 60. This is Stampede Hockey. The Premier Center, Tri-City has the 1-0 lead. Here we go. Up the right wing wall, the Stampede will send it in. Ronkowski beats out the icing. Laid into the right corner here. Tri-City trying to clear it. It's kept in the zone by Bongo. Bongo around 2 defenders. Flipped high into the air, but Roloff stops it. Puck comes out of the zone. Sioux falls back with it. Grimes floats it in, and a glove save is made. The whistle blows. 11:48 to go here in period number 1. Sioux Falls in the neutral zone here. Face-off draw here, deep in the Storm zone to the right stick side of the netminder here. Nelson. One here, Montero centers. Now Zoko has it, turns, shoots, and a stick save is made. McGraw back to Montero. Right side here. McGraw flips it along the wall. Sioux Falls. Zoko has it, shot, and a glove save is made. 11:33 to go in the first period. Hurd out shooting the Storm 7-3 here early going. Off one here by the Storm. They'll take it off back behind the net. Floating one to center, and now it's stopped there. Here's Montero back into the offensive zone with McGraw sliding towards it. Had it knocked along the wall. Montero trying to get it back. We get a whistle here played with a high stick. So we're going to face off in the offensive zone here for Sioux Falls. Montero out there with Zoko and McGraw. Grimes and Nazardin. Montero ready here for the face-off, and now we wait. Still waiting. Finally they drop it, and Montero gets dumped off the face-off. The Storm will get it, and it's going to be cleared out to center. Into the Hurd zone it rolls. Grimes is there. Chips it off the board. Sioux Falls trying to go the other way, and now McGraw with a hit. Grimes ahead with it. Here to Montero. Up and over the line. Flips it back behind the net. It's the side of the goal. Flipped around here. McGraw trying to get to it along the left wing side, and they chip it off the boards. It's gloved down, and the Stampede get it over. Here to the right circle. Moving towards the net is Zoko. It goes off a stick. Montero behind the cage. Now has it along the left wing side. High slot. Montero drops it back. Nazardin shoots through traffic, and a glove save made. 10:38 to go here in period number 1. 2 other games in the USHL. One is being played right now. That is Sioux City and Youngstown, and the Musketeers led 3-1 after 1. Youngstown has scored here midway through the second to make it a 3-2 game, and coming up here in about 35 minutes, it'll be Fargo at Omaha. Fargo won that one easily last night in the opener. They'll go for the sweep and set up a fun weekend next weekend in Fargo, the Herd and the Force. Stampede would like to have a lot of momentum though here from a good game today going into it. Here's Betzel, left side, Weil towards the net, deflected, and it goes wide. Now it's picked up here by Bongo. Bongo along the right wing side. Has it, shot off the glass. It'll go behind the net. Weil sends it in here left side, and now it's picked up. Sioux Falls. Bongo has it roll away from him. Now Weil laid up the right side. Sioux Falls trying to get there, can't. Bouncing. Cooper Soller has it in the corner. Soller gets checked. He bumped there and lost the puck as Hurriwine will play it out of the zone. Out to center, and the Herd again with it into the offensive end. Tied up there was Tebow, and the puck sent all the way back into the Stampede zone. No icing here. Sioux Falls behind their own goal, trying to work it ahead. Left wing boards, knocking down. Strom gets it to center, and the Herd send it all the way in. No icing. Herd down by a goal here. We're under 10 minutes to go in the first period. The puck played along the right side. Jarvis gets it out to center. Picked ahead by Smith. He'll have it poke checked away. Now it's rolling between the circles. Tipped wide of the net. Now Grimes gets there for Sioux Falls. Plays it out to center. Sends it all the way out. Tri-City back in their own zone. Anastasio flips to the far end. They'll try to transition right back out. As it's sent all the way down, Sioux Falls will get there. Sorensen with it behind the net. Up the left wing side to Solomon. Solomon into the offensive end. Left wing wall, slides it across off the wall to Bongo. Bongo here, right wing wall, taking it behind the net. Now they flip it behind the goal as it's sent around. Macrina trying to get to it. Macrina has it off behind the goal. Centers it front. Shot tipped in wide of the net. Now played back along the wall. Renkowski banks it out here to the right side. Gets it through traffic. Shot there by Bongo is blocked. And the Storm come away with it. Here's Dobbs. Through center, and they'll just flip it all the way back into the zone. Sioux Falls trying to dig it out of here. Sorensen out to the right side. Wise there for Tri-City. Plays it back behind the goal here along the left wing boards, and it's out of the zone. Storm will get it back. Anastasio tries to get it to the line. They have to touch up, though. He sends it in. They touch up here. They have not touched up, so the Herd will have time to get it out. Montero through the neutral zone. Up middle of the ice, around one. Right side. Wrist shot McGraw. Save made. Now Montero looked for Nazardin. It's intercepted, though, on the stick there of Bloomer. And the Storm send it all the way down. Icing waved off here as they beat it out. Nazardin back behind his own net. 7.5 to go. Period number 1. Stampede trailing 1-0. Here's Wild. Off the right side and sending it all the way down. Now the puck out of the zone. Nazardin gets it here to center. Wild flips it, and that one deflects out. We'll get a stoppage, and we'll take one as well. We're back with you at 60 seconds. It's 1-0. Tri-City. This is Stampede Hockey. Back here at the Premier Center, Jim Olander with you. It's Jason March back inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. 1-0 Tri-City. The Herd out shooting the Storm 10-5, but it's Tri-City with the only goal of the game thus far. Came off the stick of Carson Pilgrim, the UND recruit. Just 4:01 into the contest. Face-off draw here, won by the Herd. They send it in. Off behind the net, flipped around along the near side. Nassau trying to get to it, and the Storm will send it into the Stampede zone. Soller behind his own net. Works it around here to Grimes. Grimes forcing it ahead up the left wing wall. Icing will be waved off. It didn't get there. Stampede will take advantage. Soller towards the net. Center's tipped. Picked back up by the Storm, though, and they'll get it ahead. Jarvis will play across ice, and it bounces in front of the Stampede bench and in. That's sold off to track it down. Over skates it here, has it tangled up. Snyder will get it back, and the Stampede play it ahead here. Off the left wing wall and knocked down there by Betzold. It'll come back. Betzold trying to feed it back along the left wing wall. Sioux Falls will slow it down here now across the red line. It's just dumped in. Slowed down by Nelson of the Storm. Leads back behind his goal, and the Storm will play it off the wall. Picked up by Soko, gives it to Montero. Now to the right side, McGraw moves in. Shot and a stick save made. Goes in back behind the net. Sioux Falls looking to dig through it. Montero into the slot, looking left side, Wild, top of the circle, sends it back door, and it's tipped just wide of the net. Now it's played here. Soko trying to not get free to McGraw. In between the circles, Wild down low. Left side, gets it here to Soko. Below the dots, now behind the goal line. Spins off a check, looking, waits, comes back, turns it, shoots. That one lifts it high and over the net. Off the wall and kept in though. Montero with speed. Montero, wrist shot, he missed the net. Some good chances here, but just can't hit the goal. Here the Herd try again. McGraw drops it back. Soko on the left wing wall. Gets it here, trying to spin to McGraw. McGraw turns it over, and the Storm will finally get it out of the zone. Ahead they come over the line with it. Erniewine drops it, shot blocked there by Bongo. Comes back to the left wing wall. Springer sends it in the slot, bouncing puck, and it goes wide. Now back out to the right point to Wise. Wise has it for the Storm shot. That one tipped wide of the net as well. They'll get it back here along the corner. Soko behind the net will feed it ahead. Off the left wing wall, gets it here to Strom. He gets it in over the line, and the puck is knocked away. Springer out with it and flips it in. Sends it in back behind the goal. Right wing side, Strom with it. 4:40 and counting to go here in the first period. Herd looking for the equalizer. Strom into the offensive zone. Left wing side around one. Sends it in and goes back behind the net. Anastasio has it. It's played by the Storm. Chipped off the wall. And it's Bloomer who gets it back out to center to Wise. Wise into the offensive end. Sends it. Knocked away by Feldbergs. Stampede's Holtby along the right wing wall will get it ahead. Now through center. He'll bring it here to the left wing side, bouncing. That puck will be knocked free and sent back into the Stampede zone. We'll get an ice. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back with you in 30 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey.
Listening to Stampede Hockey on your home for the Herd. Callow, News Talk 1320, 107.9.
Here's Solomon, left circle. Slides it across to Renkowski. Rolled away from him. Goes off behind the goal, and the Storm will swing it around the wall. Tip it, and they clear it out of the zone. Anderson has it. That one stripped away. It'll come back here through the neutral zone. Flip back in. Weil gets it back behind the net. Here to the near side. Collision along the board. Solomon trying to get back to it. Storm have it. Right side, a centering attempt. Renkowski trying to knock it the other way. Can't. And it comes back out to the left point. Into the high slot they have it. Shot through traffic. Deflected away. Goes in back behind the net. Weil chasing after it. Here's Macrina. He'll get it back to Weil, and the Stampede out to center. Solomon into the right wing wall. Has it around one defender. Solomon gets checked into the boards. Now keeps it into the slot. Snyder bouncing puck, knocked it down, but it got taken away. It's cleared out of the zone. Here comes Tri-City into the offensive zone. Smith getting held up there by Bongo. They'll play behind the net. Bongo, nice job tying it up. Chance of let's go. Stampede starting up. Under 3 to go here in the first. It's 1-0 Tri-City. The Herd out shooting the Storm 12-5. But down here by a goal, and that one dumped in on net. He'll have to fall and cover on it. 2:44 to go. We got our Innovative Office Solutions intermission report coming up here shortly. And with that one, we'll get you a coach's interview on ice. We'll get a weather forecast update and more. We'll get to all that's on deck here coming up. Face off, right stick side. One here by the Stampede. Soko, wrister, wide of the goal. McGraw chasing after it here to the corner. Hits it there into the right wing wall. Rolled off Montero's stick, and the Storm come out with it as Bode Wise will clear it in. Off into the corner to the right of Felsbergs. He looks on. Grimes has his man pinned along the wall. They're trying to knock it free. Coming over is McGraw, and Sioux Falls will get it. Zoko to Montero, and through center they come. Pass ahead here, gets it over the line. Montero to Zoko. Battles for it. Nice strip there by the Storm. They get it out to center and ahead. Look out. Jarvis nearly had it, but the puck bounced over a stick. Stampede get it back, and they bring it towards the net. Snyder into the zone between the circles. Drops it. Zoko shot. It's blocked and picked up there by the Storm. Rice City will clear it out of the zone. 1:45 to go. Long outlet ahead to Zoko. Brings it in. Left wing Walt to Montero. Trying to feed it back to him, but it's knocked away. Now the Storm pick it up and send it all the way around. Along the left wing boards. Hit there by Weil. Stampede will chip it behind the net. Now picked up by Betzold. Betzold along the left wing boards here. Gets it across center, and now the Storm will play it. Out through center and flipped it in. Here's Feldbergs. Plays the puck back behind the net. Goes to Weil. Up the right wing side and chipped it out of the zone. 1:10 to go here. Approaching the final minute here of the first period. Wise out to center. Tips it in. Backpedaling Weil to the net. It goes back behind the goal. In the hands of Yelm. He plays it, but it comes out of the zone for the Storm. Rice City will send it right back in. Off behind the net it goes. Feldbergs works it to the right side. Solomon has it. Plays it to center, and now played and flipped in. Into the right wing corner they go. Springer off his stick along the wall here. Third, flip it high into the air. It's kicked there by the Storm, but Sioux Falls Solomon gets it back. Here's Brent Solomon into the offensive zone. Wrister and a stick save. Goes off back behind the net. Laid out to the right side. Stampede send it in. 25 seconds to go. Rankowski to Macrina. Behind the net, Macrina trying to feed it to Grimes, but it's intercepted. And Rice City will get it out as it's played through by Mikulski, and he just dumps it all the way down on net. 10 seconds to go. Hurd to center. Pass intercepted. Storm have to wait. Bring it in. 4 seconds to go. Tied up by Bongo. And the horn is going to sound here. And the period comes to a close. 20 minutes in the books here. And Tri-City gets an early goal, and they've held on to it. It's a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. And we'll head into the intermission. With a 1-0 deficit, will the Stampede. This season, Tri-City, when leading after 1 or 2-1 here. Early on, the Stampede trailed after 1 yesterday and were able to win. They are 2-0-1 this season when trailing after 20 minutes of hockey. It's our Innovative Office Solutions intermission report in just a moment. We're going to go downstairs, join Charlie with, I think it'll be Coach Wildung. And we'll get a weather forecast update from Jason coming up, as well as a out-of-town scoreboard update. So that's all to come here tonight. Let's go downstairs. Looks like Coach Wildung is with Charlie. Let's go downstairs and hear from them.
All right, thank you, Randy. Now, before we get started and talk about the game here, Coach, we have to ask you, we are celebrating Taylor Swift tonight. Do you have a favorite song?
No, unfortunately, I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not. I wish I could lie and make one up, but I can't. I don't know a single song, I don't think.
You know, I wish I could be some more help for you, but I'm a fish out of water as well. Now, let's talk about the game here. We had a lot of positives coming into that, even though we are down by 1 right now. We outshot the Tri-City quite significantly. So what adjustments do you think we're going to make in the second period?
Yeah, there's some good things in there, I think. Obviously, one little defensive breakdown ends up in our net. Small things that we can control. You know, they're a good team, but this is their 3rd game of the weekend. So we had to have a good start and try and get on them early. They had to travel last night. So other than that, I think we're generating. We just got to get around those hard areas, and hopefully something good happens here.
Perfect. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that was Charlie down there with the associate head coach of the Stampede, Brandon Wildung. It's our Innovative Office Solutions first intermission report. Here's still what we have on tap for you. Just a moment, we're going to go back inside the Dive Restaurant game Night Studios. Yes, that's where we're headed. That's where Jason March is standing by. He'll get you a weather forecast update. It was a little windy today, but a nice day. But those days are kind of probably going by the wayside here as we, believe it or not, to get closer to November, final week of October. And Jason will have the details on that, plus your trick-or-treat forecast coming up. Then after a short time out, it's the Jason March Show. He'll get you up to date on the first Premier Bank Card out-of-town scoreboard. Latest scores from the USHL. Just one other game going on right now. He'll get you an update on Sioux City and Youngstown. A couple of NHL games and lots of NFL football. So he'll get you the latest on your favorite NFL team and what's happening today across the National Football League. So that's coming up. Then we'll come back here and get you all ready for period number 2 tonight between Sioux Falls and the Tri-City Storm. It's a 1-0 lead for Tri-City at the end of 20 minutes. Let's get our Innovative Office Solutions intermission report started. We'll do so by getting a check of that weather, and for that, we travel back down to downtown Sioux Falls inside the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios, where Jason March is standing by. Jason?
Jim, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you in just a few minutes here. Thanks. All right, let's look at that forecast sponsored by the National Weather Service here. I'm sure they have a skeleton staff as we speak right now with the ongoing shutdown. Hopefully there are still some competent and wonderful people working there, because they have developed a forecast for the week. So tonight we see increasing clouds and a low around 51 degrees, south-southeast winds 15 miles per hour, gusting to as high as 25. Tomorrow is when we start to see some changes here, and a chance of sprinkles between 1 and 2 p.m. Then a chance of rain after 2 p.m., cloudy with a high of 56, so not terribly cool, still about average this time of year, a little bit above average. Breezy with a south-southeast wind, 15 to 20 miles per hour, and gusts as high as 30. That chance of precipitation is going to climb throughout the day, so by your afternoon drive tomorrow, we might have some showers going on here. And then Monday night, rain mainly after 7 p.m., low around 43. South wind 10 to 15 with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 80%, so that chance continues up. And we'll see between a quarter and a half inch. And this time of year, again, the ground has been frozen, so it affects crops a little bit differently as we get into the latter part of the year, of course. I'll leave that to the farming community to discuss that one. And then Tuesday night, 40% chance of rain, mainly before 1 a.m., cloudy with a low around 39, breezy with a north wind 15 to 20 miles per hour. And then Wednesday, we have cloudy, gradually mostly sunny skies, high around 50, north wind 10 to 15 miles an hour. Then as we hit the Wednesday through Halloween night and into the weekend, we'll see lows in the low 30s and highs between 51 and 60 degrees. By next weekend, again, by next Sunday, we should see another high near 60 degrees, according to the National Weather Service here. Currently in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Very nice afternoon. Partly cloudy and breezy. 65 degrees officially at Joe Foss Field, the airport, FSD, here in Sioux Falls at 4:45 p.m. So this guy, Game Night Studios, Jason March with you here. We'll be back with a look at some National Football League, some USHL scores, and all other kinds of news and notes here on Stampede Hockey as they trail 1-0 Tri-City. Back after this. afternoon edition. Stampede trail 1-0, looking to get that goal back and maybe some more here as we get into the second period. Very similar to last night, and the Stampede came back and won 4-2. Well, look at some other information and scores from out of town here. We have the National Football League, of course, Sunday, big NFL day, and we're going to take a look at the live action scores so far in the third period. We have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers leading the New Orleans Saints 14-3. That's with 10:08 to go in the third. And we have a score in Denver here. And it's the second period with the 2-minute warning just about to expire here. Broncos lead the Cowboys 20-0 in these late afternoon games. And at halftime, it's the Colts 17, Titans 7. That's in Indianapolis. The rest are all finals here. Miami Dolphins defeated the Falcons 34-10. The Jets winning by a nose, 39-38 over the Bengals for their first win of the season. The Patriots all over the Browns, 32-13. Patriots looking a lot better than they have the last few years, and they might have something in their quarterback there, Drake May. Eagles take on the Giants, and they won 38-20 early on this afternoon. Bills 40-9 over the Panthers. And the Ravens took down the Bears after a struggling start. They won 30-16. Texans 26, 49ers 15. So that's kind of a mild upset here. And, of course, last Thursday, the Chargers beat the Vikings 37-10. Coming up here tonight, the 7 o'clock NBC game is the Packers playing the host Steelers. That, of course, of note because Aaron Rodgers facing his own team. And then tomorrow night, we will see the Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs, the home team there. Other teams having bye weeks: Lions, Raiders, Rams, Cardinals, Seahawks, and Jaguars, all having byes this week. Switching to the National Hockey League here, in the NHL here, after first period, the Lightning and the Golden Knights are tied at 1. The Devils and the Avalanche, the New Jersey Devils, 4-3 in that one. And the remaining games later tonight on the schedule here, the Sharks at the Minnesota Wild. It's weird to say it's no longer the XL Energy Center. It's just strange to say that now. The Kings and the Blackhawks, the Rangers and the Flames, and the Oilers and the Canucks, all on the docket tonight in the National Hockey League. And as far as NBA basketball, maybe some people still in tune to this. We'll take a look here at some of the scores. The Spurs lead the Nets 82-71, and the Celtics over the Pistons 29-12. As far as current game action, later on here we have the Bucks at the Cavs, Knicks at the Heat, Hornets, Wizards, Pacers at the Timberwolves, Raptors at the Mavericks, Trailblazers at the Clippers, and Lakers at the Kings. So that's a look at professional sports here on Kello in the Game Night Studios. We'll take a little break and then come back with a few more sports headlines after this.
Caring, courageous, and consistent. A captain, by definition, takes care of their team on and off the ice. The Stampede Captains Club embodies the best in all captains by gifting tickets to deserving patrons like those who cannot afford tickets, youth groups, those with special needs, and others. Sioux Sports' top-of-the-line boat dealership and servicing supports the Captains Club and invites other businesses to follow their lead and contribute. If you would like to become one of the kind Captains Club partners, contact the Stampede office. It's Military Appreciation Night this Saturday at the Premier Center. The puck drops at 6:05 p.m. Be one of the first 1,000 fans to score a free Stampede hat. Be in your seats early for a special pregame ceremony honoring our heroes. And don't miss your chance to win a special jersey benefiting Warriors Never Give Up and the Veterans Community Project. Then come back Sunday for Taylor Swift Night. Celebrate the new album, test your Swiftie knowledge, and skate with the players after the game. Tickets at sfstampede.com.
Are you looking to amplify productivity wherever you're working? From cleaning and facility supplies to furniture and design and everything in between, Innovative Office Solutions is here to make sure you have all the essentials you need to stay productive. Order online and get items delivered right to your door when you need it. Go to innovativeos.com to get started today. Innovative Office Solutions is the hometown provider of office essentials and branded apparel for the Sioux Falls Stampede. Are you all in?
Fairway Meat and Grocery, proud sponsor of your Sioux Falls Stampede. Farm fresh produce, a full-service USDA choice meat department, and prices that are a total hat trick for your budget. With 4 Sioux Falls locations, you're always just a quick pass away from a Fairway. Sign up at fairway.com to get the weekly ad delivered right to your inbox. That's a win before you even hit the store. Fairway, closed Sundays so employees can spend time with family. Fairway Meat and Grocery.
Back here in the game night studios, the Dive game night studios, here in downtown Sioux Falls. Jason March here with the first intermission report as the Sioux Falls Stampede are looking to tie it up again against Tri-City as we get the second half of the intermission here coming up shortly. Nick Mangold's long blonde hair and bushy beard made him instantly recognizable. His gritty, outstanding performance on the field for the New York Jets made him one of the franchise's greatest players. Mangold, a 2-time All-Pro center who helped the Jets to the AFC Championship game twice, has died. And the team announced that on Sunday today. He was 41 years old. They said that he suffered from complications of kidney disease. His death comes less than 2 weeks after 2-time All-Pro selection mentioned that he had the disease and needed a transplant. He said he didn't have any relatives who were able to donate and went public with the request. So some tributes for Nick Mangold, a familiar face in the mid-2010s for the Jets and the NFL, is mourning his loss today along with the Jets. Again, looking at the USHL scoreboard as we get ready for second period action here. With 18 minutes in the third period, Youngstown trails Sioux City 3-2, a game in Sioux City. We're going to take another quick break and then send it back to Jim Olander here for the start of the second period.
Home for the herd, Callow, News Talk 1320, 107.9.
Looking back here inside the Premier Center, getting you ready for the start of the second period tonight between the Stampede and the Tri-City Storm. Storm got the only goal of the period. It came from Carson Pilgrim at 4:01 of period number 1. The shots on goal that period, 14 for Sioux Falls. 6 for Tri-City. The Stampede trailing 1-0. Here we go. Start of period number 2. Renkowski out here to take the draw, and we're back underway as Macrina dumps it all the way in. Off behind the net, Solomon giving chase after it. Picked up here by the Storm, and they'll race up the right wing wall into the Stampede zone. Pilgrim has it taken away there, and Sioux Falls chips it off the glass. Rolling it all the way down, no icing here. Renkowski, good hustle, puck behind the net there in the Storm zone. The Ice City laying it up the left wing wall, and they get it ahead here to Smith. We'll bring it in. He stopped there. Weil plays it to the far end. Now they'll play it up the left wing side to McCrean and all the way down. Goes off behind the net, swung back around to the near side. Kozak has the puck here to center, and it's tipped and sent all the way in. Grimes giving chase here. He falls down, blows a tire. Puck comes for the Storm Springer, but Grimes getting it back. Does a little alley-oop on a stick there as he plays the puck and gets it out of the zone. Now it's played back by the Storm. And Yelm centers into the slot. Yelm gets it back right wing corner. Has it on the edge of the right circle. Holds it out. Tried to go top there to Wise, but it comes out of the zone, and everybody has to go regroup. Now back here, Zoko. Through the neutral zone. Plays around one, gets it here to the right side, and it's picked back up by McGraw. Into the corner, off behind the net, bouncing back. Picked up by the Storm, and now it's played back out to center. Stampede hammer away at it here. Bongo gets held, then thrown down, and they play on. No call there as the puck is played back out to the point here. Left side shot blocked, it redirects, and it comes out of the Stampede zone. Storm will send it back in. They'll do a change. Bongo back behind his own net, looking to bring it out. Floats one ahead up the left side. Pass batted away, and it's sent back in. Ellsbergs will leave it behind the net here, and Sioux Falls chips it along there to Betzel, trying to get it, and that one goes right back in. Off the boards here, Betzel trying to force it, gets hit hard there, and take it out. The puck comes out of the zone. Palmquist back in the Storm end. They'll look to break out. Roloff pops it back to the neutral zone, and ahead they come with it. Off the boards here, and it's picked up by Bongo. Behind the net, Bongo with it, up the middle of the ice here. Bongo brings it across center and flips it in off the wall. It'll bounce, and that is just going to be covered. 17-27. With a 4.55 goals against average, but he's been strong here so far tonight. Or this afternoon into tonight, I should say. The Hudson, Wisconsin native. He's appeared in 3 games this season. Here's a shot and a save made as Feldbergs falls on it for Nelson. He played back on September 20th, the Fall Classic, gave up 4 goals in a loss to Des Moines. Then on on October 12th, he allowed 5 goals in a full game against Des Moines again. So this is his first time playing someone other than the Storm. Or other than, plays for the Storm. First game playing someone other than Des Moines. Race off to the right stick side of Feldbergs. One here by the Storm, and out the left side they'll play. Crawford off the boards. Into the corner. Ernewine, he plays it. That one got deflected off a stick and out of play. Update in Sioux City. They're in the 3rd period now. It's a 3-3 game between Youngstown and Sioux City. The Musketeers jumped out to a 2-0 lead, then led 3-2, but it's a 3-3 game right now. Face off left of Feldbergs. Right up on the edge of the right circle. Bongo off the wall to Solomon. Solomon ahead with it. Chips in, and look out, that goes into the Stampede bench. Another stoppage here. 16:45 to go. 2nd period, as always, brought to you by our friends from Graham Tire. They're your tire store next door. Go to grahamtire.com. whether it's a new set of tires you may need, maybe it's just an oil change, or you need to check in on your car, that rattling that you can't ignore no more. Go see Graham Tire. They'll get you all taken care of. 3 locations in Sioux Falls. Go to grahamtire.com for the location nearest to you. Solomon into set to take the draw. One here by the Stampede. Bongo up the right side, and now Macrina flips it in along the right wing boards. Here's Bongo towards the net, deflected wide there. Solomon picks it up along the edge of the left circle. Turnaround shot off behind the net. Macrina has it backhand, and that one had it knocked away, and it'll go back to the far wall. Solomon. Inzum's along the wall. Renkowski trying to dig for it here to the right of Nelson. Looks over his shoulder. The puck is going to be played out by the Storm. Ahead they have it. That one is dumped back in there by Mikulski. Sioux Falls behind the net, right side of Macrina. Macrina through center, flips it all the way in. Off behind the net, Macrina has it tangled up along the left wing wall. Now it's played here. Sioux Falls gets it out to center. Grimes will come back after it. Grimes. Oak checks to Weil behind the net. Now knocked down. They'll pass, batted away. Zoko gets it, and the Stampede out with it. Here's Montero into the offensive zone. Wide to the right side. Montero cutting to the net, and it rolled right behind the goal. Rolled off his stick. And behind the net, the Storm will send it all the way down. We'll go on net here. Feldbergs swipes it aside to Wade Weil. He'll bank it off the wall to center. And it's picked back up here by the Storm. Stampede's Montero trying to get it out to center. Now it's played here on the right wing wall, and the Storm will flip it in. Off behind the net, Weil. Holding on to the puck here. Behind the goal with it. Right side to Zoko. Zoko will float it out of here. Here's Zoko up the neutral zone. Had it roll off his stick again, couldn't hold, and the Storm will get it as they flip it ahead up the left wing wall. Almquist sends it in. Sorensen trying to knock it free. In the center there looking for Malmquist, but it's batted away by the Stampede. They can't clear. Shot sticked away by Feldbergs. Off behind the net, Sorensen trying to knock it down. Off the dash, it comes down, and the Stampede get it ahead. Here's Montero, plays it off the wall. That one batted away. Back out to center, and now it's picked up by Jensen, who gets it over the line. Look out, they break 2-on-1. Shot, save, rebound. A save by Feldbergs. Oh, what a save there on the 2-on-1. Ended up being a 3-on-1. And mark it down, 14:25 to go in the second. That could prove to be a big stop. We're back at 60 seconds, 1-0 Tri-City. This is Stampede Hockey.
News Talk 1320.
The Storm then tipped away here by Betzold. Betzold into the offensive zone, trying to drop it there. But it rolled away as he had that one taken down. Now the puck played into the corner. Sioux Falls trying to knock it free. It'll be played back here along the right wing wall. Off behind the net. Sioux Falls knocks it down. Played into the high slot. Soler's shot deflects wide of the net. Now back into the right corner. Played along the right wing boards here. Soller has it edge of the right circle. Need to hold it now. Chips it off the glass. Bongo has to come and swipe at it. Gets to Betzold, and they flip back in behind the net. Off behind the goal. A couple players pinned back there. It'll come back to Bongo. His pass is tipped. And it's played back along the near wall. Here's Betzold. Off the boards. Glove down by Bongo. Trying to force it ahead. Has it tied up. And now the Storm are able to backhand and get it out of the zone. Grimes here at center. Gets it. Snyder just dumps it in. And Sioux Falls sends it all the way down. Out here come the Storm into the offensive end here. Played by Yelm, intercepted by Strom, and Sioux Falls through the neutral zone and dumping it in. Holtby giving chase into the right wing corner. Ties it up here, trying to look for some help behind the goal. Gets it out now. Hazardin, right side, Wild fires. It just goes wide. A rebound. It's Holtby. Trying to tie it up. Flip behind the net to Strom. We'll try to turn in center here. It's it right side. Strom in the slot. Fighting his way. Gets it to Hazardin. Now he has it along the edge of the left circle. Sioux Falls putting pressure here in the Storm zone. And now it's swung back around to the right side. Stampede trying to tie it up. On the near wall, the puck is flipped high into the air and out. Bouncing puck the other way. Pilgrim coming, and the puck is knocked down by the Herd. They'll play to the left wing side, out to center. Ahead they come. In over the line. Tebow, wrist shot wide of the net. Now it's picked up by Holtby. They'll have it off the wall. Strom gets it right side down low. Work to Tebow behind the net, trying to spin it center. Here's Strom on the right wing side. Has it. Bongo with the puck here, trying to knock it free. It'll go behind the net. They center the slot. Comes back out to Sorensen. His shot off the wall and behind the goal. Now it's pinned along the boards and it's off the glass. It'll be sent all the way down. This will be icing against Tri-City. 11:33 to go. Face-off coming here deep in the Storm end. Sioux Falls will send out Rankowski, Macrina, and Solomon with Bongo and Sorensen. Approaching the midway point of the hockey game, Sioux Falls down by a goal here on a Sunday afternoon. Not a bad crowd for a Sunday afternoon tilt. Face-off one here by the Storm. They'll chip it off the wall and send it all the way down. It off behind the goal. And to track it down, the Storm will flip it back in. Sioux Falls gets it. Here's Rankowski through the neutral zone. Chips it into the Storm end. Macrina trying to track that down. Will go off behind the net. Now picked up here by the Storm, and they go cross ice. Ahead, flipping it all the way down. Here's Sorensen. Back to play it. Sioux Falls shipping. And Macrina will get it to the blue line and out. Stopped at center. Now the Storm right back with it. Laid back ahead by Springer. He drops it left side. Laid there by Bloomer. He flips it in front. Knocked away as Ellsbergs knocks it down on the Stampede. Get it out of the zone. Here's Solomon. One-on-one through the neutral zone. Lost it. Sioux Falls Montero picks it up. Montero back to Solomon. He'll try to swing it ahead, and that one is knocked down. And the Storm will just chip it off the wall and out. Back out to center. Again, here comes Zoko. Wide to the left wing wall. Zoko to the net. Trying to hit the side of the goal. Save made. And it's played back by the Storm, and they'll get it out of there. Anasaw knocks it free. Sioux Falls 2-on-2 the other way. Montero with Zoko. Now he waits. Drops it. Gets it to Anasaw. Left side shot. A save made. He fed it to McGraw, who one-timed it, and Nelson. A beautiful glove save for the Storm. Keeps the Stampede off the board. A nice little play there. A nice wrister. And a nice glove stop by Nelson. He read it. Knocked it away as Montero, McGraw, and Zoko stay out there. And Hassan Grimes on the blue line. face-off here. Won by the Storm. Stampede, nice back check, playing it in there. Now the Storm will chip it along the wall. They'll get it out. We're at the midway point of the hockey game. It's 1-0. Tri-City, the Herd, are out shooting the Storm 16-9. But it's Tri-City leading 1-0. Now into the zone. Zoko sends it into the corner. Looks for McGraw. Off behind the net for Montero. Montero with Zoko trying to get there down up the left wing boards. He'll come out to center with it. Poke checked away. McGraw gets tangled up. They get it into the zone. Montero had it knocked down. Puck played here off behind the goal. Out to center, long pass, and ahead they come. Into the zone, shot high and over the net. Played back by Grimes, now knocked down by Betzold, and Soller will get it out to center. Betzold into the offensive zone. Waits back for it, trying to feed it to Soller, but that one intercepted. And it's back for the Storm here. Ozugani in front, backhand shot, a save made. Fed right there to Erniewine and knocked away, and now here come the Herd. The other way, Soller picks up a loose puck into the offensive zone. Shot and a glove save is made. As Nelson has been perfect between the pipes here tonight. Timeout on the ice. 1-0. Tri-City midway through the game. We're back with you in 60 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey.
The day.
Back here at the Premier Center. Stampede down by a goal here. Trying to find a way to tie things up here. Puck played here. Nazardin shot blocked. Now Betzold trying to get to it. Backhanded by Snyder, and a save is made. Nelson has been on top. This is a guy that allowed 9 goals in 5 games, or excuse me, 9 goals in 2 games coming in, and he hasn't let one in net today. He's been outstanding between the pipes for Tri-City. Face off here to the right, stick side. Falls trying to not get free. Leads Snyder into the left wing wall. Out to Grimes. It's to Bongo towards the net, redirected there, but blocked. Snyder backhand shot, blocked, still loose in the crease. Falling on it there is Soller trying to get up. He's on the puck now. It comes loose and wide of the net. Picked up by the Storm. They'll just clear it off the glass and out. Now Bongo in, and we're offside because we're doing a change and brought it across. Falls. He's off here. Takes off in the neutral zone. Won by the Herd. Tebow. And a race in, now knocked down, and Strom gets it here, looking. Puck played by Tri-City. On the left wing wall, knocked away and sent back in. Storm get the puck, they'll play it. Out to center. Strom trying to get to it. Flipped in, and we got our first penalty of the night. Unfortunately against the Herd. An elbowing call here, and Stampede are going to be shorthanded. First time tonight. Tri-City leading 1-0, and Holtby into the box for an elbow. He doesn't agree with it.
Sioux Falls number 25 has got a minor penalty for elbowing.
So a power play for the Storm. Tri-City power play has struggled this year. Just 4 of 40, 10%, 15th in the league. Stampede penalty kill, 6th in the league at 84.8%. 7 goals allowed on 46 kills. Bit of face-off draw coming up here. Won by the Storm to the right point. Left side shot. The timer goes wide. Rankowski and McCreen out there with Bongo and Grimes. Jarvis towards an end. Shot traveled wide. Picked up by Sioux Falls. Yep. Here we go. Short-handed. Rankowski was going to go on a breakaway. A nice back check there by Laylin. Knocked it away from him. Now the left point. The Storm have it in the offensive zone. They're on the power play here. Islot Jensen with Jarvis. Jarvis with it. Now back. It's to Laylin to the right circle. Laylin back up top. Looks to Jarvis. Back over to the right point. They feed it. Back to Laylin. Left circle. He's waiting. Laylin. Turn, shoots, tip. That one just goes wide. Grimes picks up the puck and he is able to clear it out of the zone. Minute 3 left on the power play. Here come the Storm again. Pilgrim already won tonight. Right side shot. He missed the corner of the net. Bounces off the wall. Jarvis still keeping it in. Sioux Falls on top of it. Nice job, McCreena. Gets it to Bongo, and Sioux Falls out with it. Short-handed Bongo into the offensive zone. Now he's going to pull it back, kills some clock. 43 left on the power play, and Bongo will send it ahead. Hurd short-handed, 2-on-2. Montero over the line with Snyder. To Snyder shot. Oh, what a save! What a save by Nelson. Got his right pad on it to deny him, and the Herd cannot score. 6:10 to go. 20 seconds left on the power play. Flipped ahead. Stampede pick it up and they'll send it down. Off behind the net. Down to 8 on the power play as Holtby gets ready to come out. What a great opportunity that was. Just a tremendous save by Nelson. Herd kill it off here. Back onto the ice here. Snyder trying to tie it up. Here's Weil. A little trouble with it. Left side to McGraw. Out to center. Has batted down and it's played here up the left wing wall. Storm get it in over the line. Now pass batted away. Zoko. Zoko ahead. Solomon over the line. Solomon to McGraw. McGraw's shot and a save made. Now behind the net. Here's Grimes. Flipping it into the corner. Off the dash it comes. Grimes left point. Floats it back into the corner. Tip behind the net for McGraw. McGraw and Zoko run into each other, but Solomon gets it back out to the left point. Now to Nazardine, but he can't get it, and it's played off the wall and sent all the way back in. Grimes will give chase, tips it behind his own net. Wins the battle. Out slit pass to Zoko. Zoko into the offensive end. And that one stripped away, and it's banked off the wall and out. Nazardine plays it. Hurd on a change, trying to get to it. After it is Tebow, and now the puck sent in along the wall on the near side. Holtby has it, but it comes out. Sioux Falls regrouping it into the zone. Here's a risker. That one deflects away. Goes back in behind the net. Holtby, nice hit. Has it, and it's picked back up here and played by the Stampedes. Weil into his own zone there for Bongo. Will play along the right wing boards, trying to get it out of here. 4:08 to go. Second period, Herd down 1-0. Strong. Turn, shoots, stick save. Rebound, Tebow flips it. That one blocked. Comes back out. Manasseh through traffic. Tipped. Save made. Rebound Bongo towards the net. It's rolling high. Glove back down by Bongo. And picked up by the Storm. And they'll go 2-on-2 the other way. Off the right wing side. Here towards the net. Backhanded and knocked away. Laid up the right wing wall. Holtby. Laid along the wall. Manasseh. Plays back here to Strom, and he'll get it in over the line. Tebow is offside. We'll take a quick break. 3:33 to go here in the second. We're back at 30. This is Stampede Hockey. Here at the Premier Center, 3:27 to go. Second period. Sioux Falls trailing 1-0, trying to get the first goal. Owen Nelson of the shutout here right now, 23 saves. Made some tremendous stops here in the second period. Has a bit for lack of effort here for the Herd. They just haven't been able to get one in here. Grimes knocked down into the right corner, right wing side. Anasaw with the hit. Now it's played out to the left point. Here's a shot, and a save is made there as Kozak had a good look at the net. Save was made. 3:05 to go in the period. Youngstown is leading late against Sioux City, 4-3. 2:15 to go in the third period there. Meanwhile, midway through the first, no score. Fargo and Omaha. NHL update: Tampa Bay, Vegas 1-1 in the second. Face-off draw here to the right stick side of the goaltender. Feldbergs. Takes in, win it to the Storm. Played by Laylin, cuts to the left circle. Montero guarding him, trying to tie him up. It's played off the wall out to the right point. Now sent in behind the goal. McGraw coming in after it. McGraw had it knocked away. It's played here by the Storm. Stampede, by the way. McGraw lost his stick. He's without a stick in the corner. Now it's picked up here off the wall. McGraw trying to play defense without one. Weil has it tangled up. The puck is played here. McGraw delivers a hit. The puck comes free to Brown. Wrist shot. That one deflects up and out of play. Get a stoppage and a face-off with 2.5 to go in the second period. Tri-City a 1-0 lead here. Face-off draw coming up in the Stampede end. Face-off to the right. Stick side of the goaltender. Feldbergs plays it off the boards here. McCreena out to center to Solomon. Solomon makes a nifty move around one. Solomon shoots. He hit the goal post. Oh, a tremendous move, and he hit the goal post. What a play, and he just missed it. Here's Renkowski to McCreena. Back to Solomon. Went right around the defense there, had the goaltender beat, and just went off the post. Now Helm. Yelm sends it in front. Stampede knocked it the other way, and here's Solomon again with speed up the right wing wall. Solomon cutting to the net. Shot tipped, and that one goes behind the goal. Now played here, pinned along the wall. Storm will get it back here. 1:45 to go. You see on the replay there just how close that was. Here's Bongo ahead. Up the right side, McGraw. Into the offensive end, right circle, trying to pull it back. And Jensen plays it along the left wing side. 90 seconds to go. Played here. Sioux Falls. Stampede send it in. Sioux Falls has it here in front. Montero shot blocked, turn around. McGraw knocked away. Right along the left wing wall, edge of the left circle now. Zoko had it stripped away, and look out. Tri-City has numbers the other way if they hurry. Up the left wing side, Pilgrim has it, centers, shot, saved by Feldbergs. Feldbergs sliding from right to left to cut him off on the save. 47 seconds to go in the period. Face-off draw here deep in the Stampede zone. Face-off draw here. Left of Feldbergs. Won by the Storm. Right side, shot towards the net, deflected away. Now Cooper Soller has it. He'll play to Betzold. Betzold ahead with it and flips it in. Cross ice pass, and now they send it in. Down to 30 seconds of the period. Grimes behind the net. It's tied up with the puck played here along the right wing wall, and Ice City will chip it off the boards and send it all the way down. Eldbergs flips it here, right side, and sent back in behind the goal. Left wing corner. Back here, Manasum. Behind the net for Grimes. 10 seconds to go. He turns it over. They'll get a shot. It's blocked, bouncing in the slot. Knocked away by Betzold. 5 seconds to go up to Snyder. Can he get a shot over the line at the horn? He fires it wide. And the period comes to a close here. So 2 periods in the books here at the Premier Center. 1-0 Tri-City on top of the Stampede here, despite the fact that the Herd are out shooting the Storm 24-13. So 24-13, the shots on goal. Now the Herd head to the locker room searching for some answers. How can they beat Owen Nelson, who has stopped all 24 shots faced here tonight and has the Stampede with a big goose egg on the board. Ice City has the lead going into the intermission, and Tri-City this season, when leading after 2, they have yet to lose. They are 3-0. The Stampede, when trailing after 2, well, the Stampede are 1-0-1. So they, only the 3rd time this season they've trailed after 2 periods, but they were able to get at least a point in both previous games. We'll see what they can do here, see what period number 3 has in store for the Stampede here this evening. All right, here's what we have on tap. Your Innovative Office Solutions second intermission report is coming up. In just a moment, we'll get a brief timeout, hear from some of our great partners supporting Stampede hockey. Then we'll get a Fox News update, latest headlines from around the country and the world from our friends from Fox News. Afterwards, we will get a First Premier Bank card out-of-town scoreboard. Latest scores from the other 2 USHL games. The NHL has got some games going on as well. And we'll have the update from the National Football League as well, all coming up with Jason here. And then we'll come back here for period number 3 between the Stampede and the Storm. It's been a good one thus far. The Herd hoping they can break through going into the 3rd period. We'll find out here in a few minutes. Right now, it's 1-0 Tri-City at the end of 2. We'll take a timeout. Fox News update when we return. You're listening to Sioux Falls Stampede Hockey on your home for the Herd, Kella News Talk, 1320, 107.9.
business, it's your technology. Highpoint Networks delivers powerful IT solutions that keep your team moving at full speed, defending against threats, and scoring major goals. We're proud to power the Sioux Falls Stampede and businesses just like yours. Put a technology power play to work for you, because winning takes the right game plan, on the ice and in the office. Visit highpointnetworks.com.
Hey you, yes you! Royal River Casino is turning 35 and giving away $35,000 because everyone deserves to be royal. Fridays and Saturdays in October, 5 to 9 p.m. Winners score free play every hour. Then at 10 p.m., someone walks away with $3,500 in cash. Earn entries daily, October 1st to 25th. Just play your favorite slots or table games. Swipe in, spin big, sing happy birthday. Royal River Casino, 35, never looked so lucky. Must be 21.
Have you been to Nothing Bundt Cakes lately? You don't want to miss one of their unique treats. They bake their cakes fresh every single day in 11 delicious flavors, and every one is topped with their signature buttercream cheese frosting. With 4 sizes to choose from, they're perfect for birthdays, office parties, or just treating yourself. You'll find them on the east side of Shields, and yes, they deliver. Make any day sweeter with Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Ah, fall. The crisp air, the changing leaves, and yes, pumpkin spice everything. But nothing ruins cozy season faster than water pooling up on your kitchen floor because your plumbing decided to fall apart. Whether your toilet is throwing a tantrum or your faucet is just plain moody, leave those pipe problems to Midwestern Mechanical. Free quotes, no hassles, just solutions that get you back to enjoying fall. Midwestern Mechanical. Visit MidwesternMechanical.com today.
Break in that big Louvre theft. I'm Daria Albinger. There are arrests in last weekend's brazen jewel heist at the famous museum.
2 of the 4 potential suspects are in custody, but the race is on to recover those precious items. The Paris prosecutor's office said investigators made the arrest last night, adding that one of the men taken into custody was preparing to leave the country from Paris's Charles de Gaulle airport. Le Parisien newspaper says he was going to depart to Algeria. The 2 men are in their 30s, originally from a suburb north of Paris, and they are said to be known to French police.
That's Fox's Stephanie Bennett. Hurricane Melissa is now a Category 4 storm. It's headed for Jamaica.
Last-minute preparations by people here in many of the community stores that are boarded up, restaurants, hotels, all boarded up, aid groups on the ground, NGOs, State Department, the United States, watching this very, very closely, and officials monitoring, because what we are going to experience is going to be historic here in Jamaica for modern times. The last time anything even close was 1988. Hurricane Gilbert. This will be more intense. Mudslides, rock slides, landslides on the mountainous region here in Jamaica will be in play. Roads will crumble and massive power outages.
Fox's Robert Ray in Kingston. Malaysia first stop on President Trump's trip to Asia, but the main part is still to come.
Some good news from President Trump's Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, who says a framework agreement has been agreed to with China, which covers rare earth minerals. Those minerals power everything from iPhones to cars to fighter jets, as well as TikTok and soybeans. President Trump arriving in Malaysia, breaking out his signature dance moves before getting serious, providing over that peace deal, ending decades-long hostilities between Southeast Asian neighbors, Cambodia and Thailand.
Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. America's listening to Fox News.
It's Will Kane Country. Watch it live at noon Eastern, Monday through Thursday at foxnews.com or on the Fox News YouTube channel. And don't miss the show. Listen and follow the podcast 5 days a week at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
We're heading into the final week before Election Day, and one of the most closely watched races nationwide is for mayor of New York City. Former Governor Andrew Cuomo running as an independent after losing the primary to Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani. The Republican nominee, once again, is Curtis Sliwa.
The Bernie Sanders group is telling us that they expect about 13,000 people to fill that big stadium in Queens. So we're going to keep an eye on that as people continue to trickle in. But the question about them being superstars, Bernie Sanders and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, does that also include now Zohran Mamdani, who's running for mayor of New York City and leading the polls? Andrew Cuomo says he's not even a Democrat.
Because the Democratic Party has changed so much, people say it's no longer your father's Democratic Party. You know, it's becoming more extreme. Do you even consider yourself
yourself a Democrat anymore?
I am a Democrat. I don't consider them Democrats. Zoran Mandami is a socialist. He happens to be on the Democratic line.
Andrew Cuomo there rallying with voters in the Jewish community today, not far from where this rally is in Queens. He tells me he will stand up to anti-Semitism.
That's Fox's Alexis McAdams. ICE and Border Patrol agents seized hundreds of firearms smuggled from Texas into Mexico.
Agents at the Laredo Bridge 2 port of entry stopped 2 southbound vehicles towing box trailers for inspection. They noticed irregularities in the walls and discovered false compartments packed with weapons. They seized roughly 400 firearms of various calibers, high-capacity magazines, and thousands of rounds of ammunition. Homeland Security officials say the guns were headed into Mexico, where cartels are fueling violence. The 2 drivers, a father and son, were arrested on charges of federal firearms smuggling. The father is a lawful permanent U.S. resident, his son a U.S. citizen. Kathleen Maloney, Fox News.
Beloved NFL player Nick Mangold has died at the age of 41. I'm Daria Albinger. This is Fox News.
There's a place where an inviting beach resort, a majestic mountaintop, and the flashiest getaway in the desert are all one ticket scan, one seatbelt snap, and one liftoff away. Sioux Falls Regional Airport, with direct flights to Florida, Denver, Vegas, and more. Go to sfairport.com.
Be a part of a rewarding career, serving your state and country your way. Whether you're a stay-at-home defenseman or looking to break away from the norm, there's something for you. With 100% college tuition assistance, part-time jobs with full-time benefits, and opportunities for worldwide travel. Call or text Technical Sergeant Jordan Hohenstein at 605-359-9920 today and protect, fly, lead, and learn with the Air National Guard.
1320 AM, 107.9 FM, Kello News Talk. Jason March here in the Dive Game Night Studios here, a little bit after 5:40 p.m. here in downtown Sioux Falls. Still the sun setting. Nice evening here in Sioux Falls. Looking at the United States Hockey League scores here, there's a couple games on the schedule besides the Stampede. Tonight, looking around, we have the Youngstown Phantoms, unofficial final, it says, 6-3 over the Sioux City Musketeers in that action. So that game concluding here. Our score here in Sioux Falls at the Denny Sanford Premier Center. Tri-City still leads the Sioux Falls Stampede 1-0 as the Stampede have put 24 shots on goal to Storm's 13, but just haven't quite got that one to connect yet. Looking to see if they can do that here in the third coming up soon. And just underway in the first period, it will be the Fargo Force and the Omaha Lancers. Looks like they just got through with that first period, actually. No score in that game, USHL score. And we'll shift to the National Hockey League, shall we? NHL scoreboard here. The Golden Knights and the Lightning are tied at 1 with 3:25 left in the second period. The Utah Mammoth and the Winnipeg Jets, no score with 20 seconds in the first. The Minnesota Wild just scored, and it's now 2-2 against the Sharks at the Grand Casino Arena. Again, it'll always be the XL Energy Center, and then the Kings and then the Blackhawks up next at 6 o'clock Central, and the Rangers and the Flames also coming up later tonight at 7 Central. Of course, being Sunday, once again, we'll take a look at our current NFL scores, late afternoon games. Tampa Bay up 23-3 over the Saints in the fourth quarter. The Broncos now have a commanding lead over the Cowboys, 30-17 in Denver. And the Colts continue to knock it out of the park for themselves, now going to look to go to 7-1, 31-7 over the Titans. And tonight the Packers will play the host Steelers in the return of the quarterback known as Aaron Rodgers as he faces his former team. finals here in the National Football League from earlier today. The Dolphins won 34-10 over Kirk Cousins-led Falcons. The Jets 39-38 over the Bengals. It was the Patriots 32-13 over the Browns. The Eagles taking care of the Giants 38-20. The Bills 40-9 over the Panthers. Ravens 30-16 over the Bears. And Texans 25-15 over the 49ers. And one other game on Monday night will be the Chiefs hosting the Commanders in the National Football League. We're going to take one more break, and then we're going to send it back out for the third period of play. Jim Olander getting ready for Stampede Hockey, third period against the Tri-City Storm, right here on Kello, 1320 AM, 107.9 FM.
Are you looking to
Back here at the Premier Center, Stampede looking to jump here in the third period and get a goal. They trail 1-0 through 40 minutes of hockey. And coming back onto the ice here, the little Cotton Eye Joe. Stampede faithful looking for something to cheer for. It's been a good contest, just haven't been able to get the puck in the back of the net. Created some chances, but it's been the goaltending performance of Owen Nelson, who stopped all 24 shots here tonight. Shots in that second period, 10 for the Herd, two-period total of 24, 7 for the Storm, two-period total of 13. Getting ready here for the opening puck drop. Sioux City ends up falling to Youngstown, so that's good news for Herd fans here as they try to get some points here today. 6-3 final score, Youngstown over the Musketeers. All right, here we go. Renkowski out there, ready to get things started. Wins the draw. Goes back to Macrina and the Stampede out of their own zone. 5-on-5 hockey is a shot, and it's a 2-0 game right off the bat. 11 seconds in, it went right over the glove of Felsberg's, and the Stampede have got some work to do here now. Just a little wrister there from Brecken Smith. A turnover by the Herd in their own end. A nice behind the back pass. And that one went right over the shoulder, actually, of Feldberg's. And boy, that's not how you wanted to start the third period. And now the Herd down 2 goals here against the Tri-City team that's playing their third game in as many days. Had to travel last night. And they're the ones who have a 2-0 lead. So the Herd Ahead with it, Soko over the line, wrister. Sends it into the corner, goes off back behind the net. Left side Montero. The Herd need to respond here quickly. Have yet to get a goal, and now they're down by 2. Jankowski back into his own end. No icing here. Bongo, excuse me, back there to get it to Grimes. Cross ice to McGraw. McGraw up the left wing wall. Towards the net. McGraw drops it. Montero, he missed the net. Now Weil plays it along the right wing side. Here behind it, right side, Betzold. Betzold flips it into the corner. Montero, left wing wide there to Nazardin. It goes behind the net for McGraw. McGraw pinned along the wall here, and the Storm will force it out. Well, if you're the Stampede, you wanted to take advantage of the fact that you are the more rested team. The problem is, when you let a team get a couple goal lead here, that just gives them obviously added energy and puts all the pressure on you. So the hope is that you wind here in the third period. As the third period winds down, that Tri-City slows down here because of all that they've had to do. But this weekend, look how the puck goes up and out of play. But that has not been the case here. In fact, now a little extra jump in their step to the Storm have. So still 18-11 to go here, but obviously doesn't take you a St. Cloud State education to tell you that the next goal is huge. The Stampede need to get the goal here. Pull with the Stampede. Sorensen lays it off the glass behind the net to Macrina. Back around to the right side and out to the right point. Picked up here towards the net. Save made. Bouncing puck knocked away. And the Storm come out with it. Out to center. Flipped along the left wing wall towards the net. Backhand shot sticked away. Sioux Falls trying to play it, and now the Storm come back after it. Sorensen with the puck chips it off the wall. Right here, Solomon has it turned over, picked up by Brown, sends it right in front. Shot and a save by Feldbergs. Thankfully, a 3-0 deficit would really be hard to come back from, and the Herd killing themselves here right now, playing sloppy out there. Face-off draw here deep in the Stampede zone. 17:29 to go in the third. Face-off here to the right stick side of Feldbergs. Won by the Stampede. Montero through the neutral zone. Over the line, wide to the right side, McGraw sends it in. Off the boards, glove down here by Weil. Chipped, and we get a hand pass violation here against Sioux Falls with 17:13 to go. Other USHL game going on. It's Fargo at Omaha. Fargo won last night 4-1. They are scoreless with the Lancers after one period of play right now. Face-off draw here in the neutral zone. Face-off here. Stampede win it. McGraw sends it in. Off behind the net, swinging around Soko. It's it to Montero. Soko behind the net. Tries to swift it around. McGraw picks it up behind the net. Montero, Soko, slot, Wild, tip, save, rebound, Grimes behind the goal. Rolls into the corner here. Off his stick. Now pick back up here off the boards. The Herd trying to keep it in. Soko does. Soko waiting, turns, tries to center. He took a stick to the face, and a penalty is coming up here against the Storm as he is down. in some pain. And Zoko slow to get up here with 16:31 to go here in the third period. Hopefully he'll be okay as he gets up. And he'll head to the bench here. The Stampede are going to get their first Prairie Farms power play of the night. They needed something here. Hopefully they can get it here. They're going to review the penalty here. Oh yeah, he got an elbow. It wasn't a stick to the face. He got an elbow. Elbow to the head is what he got there. And Zoko down, so they're going to review this and take a look here and see if that's going to be more than a 2-minute minor. 16:31 to go in the third period. So we'll go under the hood here and take a gander. Sioux Falls waiting for that decision. They need a jump start of something here. Down 2-0. Again, Tri-City, credit to them. Third game in 3 days. Their goaltender's been a big piece of it here. But 2 minutes here. They would continue the power play for an additional 2. Solomon out there with Renkowski. Rolled away there from Bongo and all the way down. Stampede power play now ranking second. This is their first attempt of the night. Second in the league at 27.1 seconds. They really need one now. Renkowski. Here we go. Renkowski into the zone to Zoko. Edge of the left circle. Looks, waits. Drops it to Bongo. Back to Solomon. Solomon with it. Back here. Left side Zoko. He'll get a shot. Bouncing puck in there. Knocked away. Played into the corner now. The Storm will just get it along the wall. They got time. And they will try to force it out, and they do so. So back into the Stampede end. They'll bring it back at 3 minutes left on the power play. Zoko falls down. Gets it in over the line, though. Now falling down was Bongo. Here come the Storm. Short-handed breakaway. Laylin moving in. Backhand. He missed the net. Oh, the Herd caught a huge break there. Storm again. Short-handed. Laylin, and a save is made. Played by Leonard Feldbergs there to Bongo. The Storm had a big short-handed goal last night in their come-from-behind win over Lincoln. Now Montero into the zone here. Herd trying to get something going. Down to 2:30 on the power play. So far, haven't been able to set anything up, but it's cleared all the way down. Here's Feldbergs, leaves it for Grimes. Huge moment here in this game. Grimes drops it back here. Montero ahead. Here's Betzold, splits the D, moves in, shoots, and a save is made. As once again, Nelson able to deny him with 14:39 to go. Face off here. Left to the goaltender, Nelson. 2:09 left on the power play. The Herd with Cooper Soller out there to take the draw. Montero, Betzold, McGraw, and Grimes. Looking to dig in. One here, back behind the net. Montero trying to dig for it. Swings it around to the right side. Gets it to Grimes. Grimes, 2 minutes left on the power play. McGraw, tip shot, bouncing wide of the net. Betzold tries to get it. Hits it behind the net, and the Herd, it's wrapped around and cleared out. Sioux Falls with the puck out to center. Montero to Cooper Soller. He flips it in. Left side, it's sent back around the wall here in the right wing wall and out. Boy, the Herd here down to 92 seconds on the power play. Desperately needing a goal, down by 2. And under 14 minutes to play. Renkowski into the zone, shovels it in. Off the wall, bouncing puck goes back behind the net. Stampede trying to get there, they can't. And it's Jensen who'll just send it all the way down. Off behind the goal it goes. Bongo will pick up the puck. Through the neutral zone. Herd have struggled here on this power play to get anything set up. Solomon, cross ice pass to Renkowski. It's intercepted and it's cleared all the way down, and now Bongo's going to get beat to the puck. Springer's going to go around. Bongo has it in the right corner, deflected up and out of play with 13:18 to go. So face off. Deep in the Stampede zone. Left to the goaltender, Feldbergs. One here by the Stampede. Here's Grimes. Plays it up the right side, and here's Betzold. Weaving his way through traffic. Left side to Soller. Gets it to Betzold. Now back to Montero. He can't hold. They're going to clear it off the dash here. Bouncing. Soller took a stick to the face. Give him the puck here. Soller with a stick to the face. Another penalty coming up. They Herd towards the net. I never understand why you don't just give the puck right to Tri-City. I get that you're pulling the goaltender, but you give him the puck, and you got a 5-on-3 instantly. Now 19 seconds of 5-on-3. So they'll get 19 seconds. On the advantage. Five-on-3 variety. Into the box there was Brecken Smith. So the Stampede play it in the slot. Solomon fires, and a glove save. Are you kidding me? By Owen Nelson. The unbelievable save. Face-off. Here by the Herd. 5-on-3 here for just another 7 seconds. Solomon gets it. Bongo. Solomon fires, tipped wide of the net. 5-on-4 now for a minute 40. Here's Renkowski behind the net to Solomon. Solomon off behind the net, trying to get to the puck. The Storm, excuse me, will play it off the boards and all the way down. Here they get it. Sioux Falls with it. There's Montero. Up the middle of the ice and in, rolling onto the net there of the goaltender Nelson. He covers, gains the whistle, and a stoppage here with 12 minutes to go in the hockey game. 1:12 left on the power play. Last chance here for the Stampede. You gotta find a way to get one here, I think. Face-off draw. Won by the Stampede. Betzold. Left side to Grimes. Down low. McGraw. Right side. Betzold. Shot. Tipped in front. McGraw missed it. McGraw was right there and he couldn't jam it in. 55 on the power play. Here's Montero. Off the left side to Cooper Soller. Now to Betzold. Wide to the right wing wall. That's sold. 43 to go on the advantage. Back here's Grimes. Grimes towards the net, deflected. Another save by Nelson, who has not let one thing past him all night. 27 save shutout he's got going. 11:26 to go in the hockey game. Face-off draw here, deep in the Storm zone. Montero in to take the face-off draw here. Face-off won by the Stampede. Grimes down low behind the net. It's the side of the goal. They will try to clear. Grimes trying to keep it in. He does. Montero now turns it over, and it's out of the zone. Time for one more rush here on the power play. 17 seconds to go. Montero drops it here. Nazarden in over the line to Soller. Soller shots. Pad save. Final seconds ticking off. The save again by Nelson. Rebound off the wall. The penalty expires. And they're back at full strength. Tri-City kills 6 minutes of penalty time off. Off behind the net, the Storm. Right side here. Big hit by Holtby. Puck playing along the far wall, and it's sent in. 10:33 to go. Here's Thibault dropping it. Gets it to Weil. Weil chips it ahead up the right wing side. Now it's played back here, the right wing side. Holtby to Manasaw. Wrist shot wide of the net. Rebound knocked away. Now Holtby behind the goal. Has the puck wrapping in front. Can't get to it, and it's cleared out. Just over 10 minutes to go here in regulation. Sioux Falls down by 2. Now Strom sends it in. Off behind the net. Nelson leaving it there. Flips to the far wall. Right side shot. Goaltender's out. He somehow made a save. Nelson still got a piece of it as the Herd couldn't get it. Now Manasaw sends it in. Thibault chasing after it, and now the puck flipped high into the air. It'll bounce all the way into the Stampede zone. Puck played here. Thibault has it knocked away, and now it's played back out through center. Sioux Falls cutting back here. Left wing wall, and the Stampede come ahead with it. Here's Bongo. We're way offside. They have to touch up. Let's go, boys. Hustle. Get back onside. Grimes up the left wing wall. Edge of the circle. Spins. Center. Solomon blocked. Flips it back into the corner for Grimes. 9:10 to go. On the clock. Puck picked up, chipped off the boards, and sent all the way down. Grimes tied up behind the play, and it comes into the Herd end. Sioux Falls behind the net playing it here. Solomon. A race up the left wing wall. Chips it ahead. Gets it here to Montero and flips it all the way down. Trying to get to it is McGraw. It'll go off behind the net out to center. Now stopped there by Nazarden. He'll play it. Stampede get it. Montero onside. Gets it to Nazarden into the right wing corner. Shoved there. Laylin has it for the Storm, and he'll clear out. Here come the Storm, and now they get a shot, and they hit the goalpost. Hurt got a break there. Mason Jensen beat Manasaw to the puck there, and Sioux Falls comes away with it. Here's Sioux Falls. Zoko wide to the right side. Right through the crease. It'll come back out. Montero fires, tips, scores! Joey McGraw tips it in, and the Stampede are on the board. It's 2-1 with 8:16 to go in the third period. Montero just threw it towards the net. McGraw gets in front of it and deflects it off his body and in. And the Herd a huge goal with 8:16 to go. They finally break through, and it's a 2-1 game.
Stampede goal! Goal scored by number 18, Joseph McGraw, his second of the season. Assist to number 26, J.J. Montero, and number 9, Thomas Zoko. McGraw for Montero and Zoko at 11:44 of the third period.
They're trying to get the puck out of the zone now. Betzel up ahead to Soller. Soller into the offensive end, trying to split the defense. Knocked down, and now it's picked up. Plumer flips it to the far wall. 7.5 to go here. Played here up the left wing side. Now it's towards the net. Into the corner. It's Montero back behind the net. Now McGraw flips it along the left side, gets it here. Edge of the circle. There's Zoko. Zoko. It's right side. Montero shoots. He missed the net. It's hard off the glass. Going to go all the way down. Under 7 minutes to go. Hazardin playing it back here to center. Now they get it back over. Springer had it poke checked away. It'll be played here, backhanded into the zone. Feldbergs stops it behind the net, trying to play it along the right side. Now Montero off the wall, chips it ahead, and the Stampede have it. Wild in, gets hit from behind there, flips it behind the goal. Solomon trying to get to the puck. The Storm will get it. They'll chip it off the wall. Glove down here by Wild. Down to 6:25 to go in regulation. Storm send it all the way in. Icing, no. Grimes, yes. Has it behind the net. Lays it along the left wing wall. Solomon trying to help. Falls on a Storm player, and we finally get a stoppage here, and we'll finally get a timeout. 2-1, buckle in. We got a hockey game. We're back in 60. This is Stampede Hockey. Back here, 6:12 to go. Third period, Tri-City 2, Sioux Falls 1. Jim Olander here with you. That's Jason March back in the Dive Restaurant Game Night Studios. Sioux Falls now down by a goal after Joey McGraw gets the Herd finally on the board. Sioux Falls trying to come from behind here. Here comes the Herd. Renkowski into the zone. Wrist shot wide of the net. Herd have missed the net. I mean, 34 shots, but shot attempts, we've probably got to be in the 70 range. As the puck flipped in towards the net, it'll roll onto the goal and swept away. Now it's behind the net here. McGraw trying to get after it. Plays it along the right wing side. Knocked down. Zoko. Zoko, and there's a Storm player on the ice. They get it back. Here's Montero around one defender left side, trying to center, but he couldn't hold, and it rolled away from him. Now comes out of the zone. Wild in front of the Storm bench, trying to play it ahead here. Sioux Falls gets it, flipped all the way in, off behind the net, and it's sent back here to center. Wild stops it, just dumps it back in, and hit a Herd member offside. He'll get a timeout here as well. 5:07 to go in the third. Buckle in. We got a 1-goal hockey game. We're back with you in 60 seconds. This is Stampede Hockey. 5:07 to go in the hockey game. Herd win the faceoff, but it goes all the way back into their own zone. Feldbergs leaves it behind the net. Here comes Manasum. Little trouble with it. Now into the hands of Zoko. Zoko, Montero. McGraw out there. Zoko ahead. Left side to McGraw. Dumps it in back behind the net here of Nelson. Herd trying to dig for it. Here the Stampede have it. McGraw. Left side. Montero at the crossbar. Bounces off. It will be kept in the zone. Now Grimes. Zoko right to the crease and wide. This one is going to come out. The Herd will have to regroup. 4:23 to go in the game. Here's Grimes up the left wing wall. Around one defender. Edge of the left circle and lost it, and it's sent back in. They'll work it back around. Shot here, and that one knocked away. It'll come back out to Grimes. Grimes lays it to the right side. Lay to the right wing wall. Sioux Falls back here along the left wing boards, and now it's behind the net here as they try to work it free here. Right side, the Storm have it. Back behind the goal. Trying to feed it here. Right point, Laylin with the puck. Holds on to it. As it tangled up, and now it's sent back around. Sioux Falls down by a goal here. Sioux Falls will send it ahead, and they flip it all the way down ice here. Chasing after it. Right side, 3:09 to go. Now chipped here off the glass. It'll come all the way back into the Stampede zone. Grimes back to play the puck here right side, and now it's flipped here. Sioux Falls with it. Left side for Soller. He sends it towards the net and it just went wide. 2:50 to go. They'll work it back ahead here. Off behind the net it goes. We're going to get an icing call here. 2:44 to go in the third period.
Three-star award ceremony brought to us by Bode and Associates. Plus, if
Stampede
the first
keep an eye on Feldbergs. Will they pull him now with 2:44 to go? They're going to, it looks like, yes. So they're going to pull him for an extra attacker with an offensive zone faceoff. The Storm unable to change because of the icing. And now an empty net on the Stampede side. So it'll be Zoko out here with Montero, Macrina, Solomon, Brenkowski, and Bongo. 1-0 by the Storm. Herd tie it up. Macrina lets it out here. Chance of let's go Stampede. Empty net on the Herd end. Here's Brenkowski. Out to Bongo to Zoko. Zoko through traffic. Shot just goes wide. Out to the net. Here's Macrina. Shot, stick save, pad save, and now it's cleared off the wall all the way down. Bongo racing, icing will be called. And the Storm unable to change. It's a big break there for the Herd with 2:17 to go. Face off back here. Here to the left to the goaltender. Nelson. Sioux Falls empty net on the other side. Now some discussion on where. There we go. Who would be out there? They had to send one back to the Storm, and here we go. Zoko wins the draw. Solomon bouncing puck. Bongo trying to keep it in. Solomon trying to help. They'll flip it into the corner. Montero, 2:05 to go. Herd down by one, but the Storm trying to clear. Solomon, Sanders in front. Macrina, shot, save, loose in the crease. Swept aside. Bongo sliding over. He will keep it in. Lays into the corner now. The Storm trying to clear out. They will. Soko back at the red line to stop it. Storm finally get a change. Here they play it. Solomon into the offensive end, behind the net to Renkowski, centers in front. Oh, it tipped off a Storm player and onto the net there of Nelson, but Nelson was able to make the stop. And it remains a 2-1 game. Timeout being called here.
Timeout.
Timeout, Stampede. We'll take one as well. We're back at 60 for the conclusion of this one. Get your rally caps on. We're back at 60. This is Stampede Hockey.
Stampede Hockey on your home for the herd. Callow News Talk 1320 107.9.
1:39 to go. Offensive zone face-off, empty net on the Stampede sides. He's dropped it prematurely. We'll do it again. Soko out there with McGraw, Solomon, Renkowski, Grimes, and Macrina. Face-off to the left of the goaltender, Nelson. Face-off one here by the Stampede. Picked up Macrina, trying to get to it. Soko lost his helmet, has to come off. Herd battling here. It's all tied up in the slot. Now it comes loose. Here's Betzold. Betzold gets it to Grimes. Grimes waiting to Betzold. Betzold, wrist shot, deflects up and out of play. Now Soko had to come off because you either have to put the helmet back on or go off. He couldn't get it back on, so he had to go off. Minute 20 left on the game clock. 2-1 game, Tri-City leading. Herd out shooting the Storm 38-17. But they trail by one. Face-off draw here again. They don't drop the puck. Soko not happy. They'll wait. The Storm will get set here. Soko. Storm going to get tossed. It'll be Yelm in to take it against Soko. Left to the goaltender, Nelson, glove side. Face-off one here by the Herd. Here's Grimes. With it to Macrina. Macrina to Grimes. Right side, Solomon. Shot, tip blocked. Picked up by the Storm, and they'll get it out. Grimes back to get it. We're down to the final minute here, folks, of the hockey game. Played by Nelson behind his own net. Swings it aside. Hurt shot, a save made. Got intercepted, set back in front, and it's cleared off the wall. It's not going to be enough for icing, but it is going to go all the way down. Grimes will have to play it. 48 seconds to go. Up the left side. Stampede send it in. Played here. Soko has it. Intercepted. They'll send it to the empty net. They'll miss, but they're going to beat out the icing call. They've got the puck, and they'll score, and this one is over. The Stampede's win streak will come to an end. The Storm into Sioux Falls, and down the Herd, a 3-1 score with 34.9 seconds to go here in this one. So an empty net goal from Smith. With 2 goals and an assist tonight. And Sioux Falls, a tough one here tonight. And not the way the Herd wanted to head into Fargo to take on the Force next weekend. We're hoping to have all the momentum on their side. Snyder with 20 seconds to go, just pinning it along the wall here, trying to kick it free. Comes back out. Here's Masterton, his shot blocked, rebound, they score. No, it's waved off. Interference in front of the net. Will not count. 9.5 seconds left anyway. The goal's waved off. And Stampede still celebrating, but 9.5 seconds to go. It is waved off here. Face-off will come outside the zone. So no goal here at 9.5 seconds to go. And the face-off here in the neutral zone. I think looks like they're going to review it, claiming the interference.
Sioux Falls challenging the previous play.
The Stampede are challenging here that there was no interference. The goal, remember, was ruled no goal, so they'll have to show conclusive evidence that there was no interference. There's only 9.5 seconds to go. Regardless, let's see if the Herd can pull within a goal or not here. Road trip to Fargo next weekend. It'll be next Friday and Saturday. Fargo is losing 2-0 in Omaha. Late in the second period there, but plenty of hockey left. The Force entered tonight, having played 2 less games than the Herd. That will remain the same because they're obviously both playing. But they began the night 2 points behind the Stampede for first. So they will either remain that way, or if they rally to win, they would pull even with the Stampede heading into next Friday Halloween tilt against the Lancers. They have reviewed it. Let's see what they have to say.
After video review, calling the ice confirmed, no goal. Sent Sioux Falls out of the timeout. Bench minor penalty for delay of game.
So the Herd get a bench minor penalty for a delay of game. With that, as Cooper Soller was the one who got in front of the goaltender there and bumped him, and that's where they waved it off. So the Stampede fall tonight. The 6-game win streak unfortunately comes to a halt. The Stampede, though, still 8-3-1 to start the season here, but unfortunately they fall here in the final game of the weekend. And the Stampede fall tonight by a final score here tonight, 3-1. And the Stampede fall here. Stick around. Dental Solutions postgame show is coming up next. We'll recap this one. We'll look ahead to next weekend. We'll talk to Coach Crothers and more. It's all coming up as part of the Dental Solutions postgame show. So stick around. This is Stampede Hockey.